You probably feel exhausted treating AI like a reactive encyclopedia. You spend hours typing endless prompts to get tasks done. You constantly have to explain exactly who you are. It feels like you do all the heavy lifting. But a massive, invisible shift is currently happening right beneath the surface of our digital workflows, and it is absolutely going to change the entire trajectory of how you build market dominance. The future of AI is not about global intelligence. It is entirely about deep, personal context. The most powerful AI won't be the one that knows the most, it will be the one that knows you the best. AI is quietly transitioning away from understanding vast global information. It is moving directly toward understanding your highly specific habits. By quietly learning your unique patterns, your daily preferences, and your exact workflows, this subtle shift fundamentally transforms technology from a rigid tool into a highly leveraged proactive asset. Think about the exhausting friction of your current digital life. You open a calendar app to check your upcoming schedule. You search through endless emails to find one client message. You locate scattered documents just to prepare for a call. It is a massive drain on your executive function. You constantly have to explain your context repeatedly to every single tool, essentially acting as the exhausted middleman in your own heavily fragmented workflow. We need to completely reframe this broken technological relationship. Reactive software simply waits around for your specific instructions. It forces you to click and type before doing anything. This burns valuable cognitive energy on trivial, everyday execution. But we are inevitably moving toward a truly predictive environment. Imagine a digital assistant that anticipates your precise strategic needs and literally hands you the solution before you even realize you need it. Watch how this creates a completely frictionless executive workflow. First, your AI notices you have a board meeting tomorrow. Second, it instantly prepares a highly strategic meeting outline. Finally, it automatically organizes the specific financial documents you review. 1. Imagine walking into the boardroom completely prepared without doing any grunt work. You didn't request a single one of these complex actions. The contextual system seamlessly handles the tactical tools, meaning you can focus entirely on your ultimate strategic goal. This brings us to a radical concept called the interface death. Those individual calendar, email, and notes apps will exist, but you will completely stop thinking about opening them directly. The interface effectively becomes invisible because AI handles everything. 1. It is exactly like how we stopped typing command line code the very second graphical interfaces were invented. You simply state your high-level objective, and the system instantly pulls the right levers across your entire digital ecosystem. You stop managing the software and finally start managing the outcomes. The first core principle driving this shift is contextual lock-in. This is the structural inability to switch to competing software platforms because a single system effectively holds your complete digital history. Think about the massive economic moat a company builds when they literally hold the complete digital fingerprint of your complex mind and daily operations. You won't stay deeply entrenched because competitor technology is technically worse. You will stay because the new system lacks your highly valuable personal context, essentially turning your own data into the golden handcuffs keeping you loyal to a specific ecosystem. The second core principle is the boundary of manipulation. This is the profound psychological difference between tracking consumer purchases and exploiting deep emotional insecurities. There is a massive, highly consequential gap in how your behavioral data is actually used. Knowing you like luxury cars is just basic consumer tracking, but knowing exactly why you deeply crave that specific status is incredibly powerful. When an AI understands the deep emotional reasons behind your choices, the line between a helpful digital assistant and a subtle psychological manipulator completely disappears. The uncomfortable reality is that accurate prediction creates immense leverage. Predicting behavior is far more lucrative than analyzing past trends. If a highly advanced system predicts mass choices, it wins. It gains an almost insurmountable economic advantage in the marketplace. Understanding these human predictions beats simply generating raw data sets. The algorithms are no longer just reacting to your daily inputs, they are actively shaping your future decisions by anticipating your deepest desires. Whoever controls the most accurate predictive model essentially controls the entire future market landscape, meaning you are no longer just a user, but rather a highly predictable asset. The third core principle to understand is human-centric leverage. This is how personalization positively transforms technology from a rigid tool into a highly adaptable environment. Education systems can instantly adapt to your specific executive understanding. Healthcare platforms can effectively personalize treatments directly to the patient. When applied correctly, these powerful predictive tools finally align seamlessly with your unique working style. Technology stops feeling like a very rigid, frustrating machine and instead becomes a deeply supportive digital environment tailored strictly for your ultimate success. To navigate this safely, there is one vital rule. True human-centric leverage must always increase your total control. It must also provide you with completely transparent information. There is a massive difference between suggesting and simply choosing. The first scenario empowers you with highly actionable data. The second scenario quietly steals your core executive authority. You must never let the machine quietly hijack your final decision-making power, meaning it should provide you with excellent options but never unapproved final actions. This creates a very strange and highly dangerous psychological paradox. The AI you trust the most becomes questioned the least. This is the massive danger of personalized blind trust. Imagine an AI automatically canceling a crucial merger meeting. It did this because it incorrectly prioritized a routine scheduling conflict. Blind trust is a massive professional liability because the AI lacks true human intuition. It relies entirely on historical patterns, which means it cannot actively navigate unprecedented, highly nuanced business crises. Even the most advanced contextual AI will inevitably misinterpret your complex human intentions. It will make incorrect assumptions, and you must stay vigilant enough to catch them.
The fourth core principle is owning your AI context. This is the new reality where protecting your personal digital context vastly outweighs owning static files. 1. We are talking about actively guarding your unique digital memories. You must aggressively protect your daily preferences and strategic instructions. Tomorrow's digital ownership is entirely about controlling the exact information that makes your AI uniquely yours. If you do not actively protect this vital context, massive technology corporations absolutely will compete aggressively to control that deeply personal data layer.
This sets the stage for the ultimate AI battleground. The strongest competitive advantage isn't the smartest model, it's context. 1. A smart AI with zero understanding of your goals is limited. But an AI with slightly less raw intelligence and years of deep context is incredibly powerful. Because while raw intelligence merely tells a system what is technically possible, deep historical context tells it what actually matters to your specific bottom line. Knowing what truly matters will always be knowing a billion irrelevant facts. As we rapidly approach this predictive future, we must ask, how much should artificial intelligence actually know about us? What pieces of our strategic leverage will we trade away? We are actively trading our privacy for extreme convenience. We trade independent thought and focused attention for smoother workflows. We have to decide right now if handing over our complete digital autonomy is genuinely worth the ultimate, irreversible cost. As your technology becomes endlessly predictive, your ultimate competitive advantage will simply be preserving your human ability to say no.